I got him. You see that? I got him. Honey, can you grab that? My shoes that are over there. Something's on the ground. I got him in here even more. There's nothing on the ground. I got You guys, welcome back to your friendly neighborhood AI wife. We are going to get into these videos. My husband said that I think he told me that we're going into the land of Instagram. I'm pretty sure. So come on in with me. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a return customer, welcome back. I appreciate you. Let's get into these videos.
That's why Ford Escort has a 5-mile-per-hour bumper that absorbs a lot of punishment. Which helps explain why Allstate gives Escort owners reduced rates on all major coverages. Something they don't give to any competitor.
A good old bumper.
Or domestic. Nice going, Escort. You really know how to take it on the chin.
Oh, I miss those old cars. Oh,
you never know
goodness.
Look at this freaking thing right here. Now I've seen it all. You won't believe what this woman charges for luxury kids sleepovers. Day 67 of Genius Business Ideas. Follow for more. And I don't hate it. Now, yeah, she has to buy this stuff from China. TP, charcuterie, $20 air mattresses from Walmart. But we're talking $100 a kid for a luxury sleepover.
What?
$1,600. And here's what's great about it. If
Wait
you
a
charge
second.
something ridiculous for something awesome, all you have to do is post about it online, and all the haters will spread your message even farther. Ain't nothing wrong with someone charging way too much money and other people willing to pay it. Now, can this survive a recession? I don't know. You drop your prices if you have a hard time.
Oh
but
my
I do know that if you
gosh.
try cool stuff and post it on the internet, good things will happen. Full business plan here. Look at this freaking thing
Wait, I have
right
to see
here.
this
Now
again.
I've seen it all. You won't believe what this woman charges for luxury kids sleepovers. Day 67 of Genius Business Ideas. Follow for more. And I don't hate
Okay, I want to read the comments for just a second. It's a little bit more than what you said, but I do appreciate the shout out and what's guaranteed to go viral once the haters start commenting. Ain't that the truth? Now listen, is this like a daycare setup? What is the idea of it? It looks like it's in her home. I can see that obviously, right? And she sets up the individual little teepees for the kids to come in. But is she licensed? I'm sure she's licensed. I'm sure she has done all the appropriate steps to make sure that she has this business in her house, because you have to. Like, even if you have a daycare, there's occupancy laws. There's so many different things. But while you might think that she's crazy for doing this, what a business idea. Because anymore these days, if you're a parent, you know it is extremely hard to find birthday venues for your kids, right? Without spending an arm and a leg. Just to take my kids to the roller rink, it's like $300, which is the cheapest place to take kids. We have another place that we take them to. It's like that Fly Zone, the Get Air type of situation. And that starts at $300 entry level. Don't try to rent the room, because then it's $450, and then you have to pay for extra add-ons. So birthdays anymore these days are costing us $250, $400, $600, $1,000. Come on. So she's like, why not do this inside my house, rent little teepees, and dress and decorate it all luxury style. Oh my gosh, woman, talk about a business. Talk about a business idea. You guys know I'm all about the business ideas. I love them.
it. Now, yeah.
Oh no, this doesn't look good. Don't fall, Poppy. Don't fall. Ooh! Oh! No. Listen, a little too heavy for the end of that boat. I've never done that drug in my life ever. I know people who have, so I'm sure that this is pretty accurate how it looks. Ooh!
How did it take 2,025 years to get a battery charging station where I just take my battery, I toss it in there once it's...
I thought that was a pencil sharpener. Am I dating myself or what? Listen, I honestly thought at first glance that was a pencil sharpener.
dead, and then it's just going to go right here. It's going to charge all my batteries, pop it out the bottom so I always have batteries on hand. We throw away millions of batteries per year when we could just have one of these stations and it can hold a ton of batteries. And this is from Olight. Olight has tons of great products. This is their new O station. If you want to check them out while they're still cheap, I'm going to leave the link right down there. How did it take 2,000?
Has rechargeable batteries they've came a long way, you guys. Look at this. I remember way back in the day when my dad first got rechargeable batteries and he was so excited about it. We're talking like the 80s, right? The rechargeable packs, and then it came in that long like little sleeve and you had to charge them. My memory is a little foggy because it was over 30, 40 years ago. Okay? It was a long time, 30-ish, 35-ish years. And there was some type of rechargeable batteries. And now we're at the point where they just pop out. I love this. I want one of these.
1,025 years to.
Oh, we're going the wrong way.
Literally spent $60,000 on this purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse.
That's kids. Kids are going to do
Look
that.
what my daughter did to my purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse. Look.
Cardi, listen, from mom to mom. That's why parents, we just don't get good stuff till the kids are a certain point. We just don't. I mean, yes, you can teach them. They know not to touch certain things, but you just can't. Kids, when they're little, they just mess up stuff. Or I could buy a new one. They're just going to mess it up. That's what they do. For your $60,000 bag, I understand your frustration. Did you have a pin in the bag and then she pulled it out and she decided, Mom, this looks like a wonderful template. Let me draw on it. Either way, I'm sure you're sad. But that's just kids. They're going to do it. How many times have I had things that have been ruined by my children over the years? Several times. I know it's frustrating. It's infuriating as a parent because you think you tell them to listen, but they do not. Because they have little minds of their own. And for her, she was like, it looks so cute. Tell her just to put a bunch of more hearts on it. And since you're Cardi B, you could sell that bag. Now you got your daughter's little hearts on it, plus it's $60,000. I know it's taking the value down, but somebody might want that. One of your fans might want that. So I would turn that into a business opportunity. That's what I would do.
Literally.
Japan is moving to a 4-day work week. So many people have time. So people have time to make babies. Well, right, Japan. They said, you know what? We need some more babies. Why don't you guys just take an extra day off? Just work 4 days. That's it. Just a 4-day work week. I want to read this real quick. Japan is making a bold move. Starting this week, the country is officially testing a 4-day work week with the goal of helping parents, especially women, balance work and family life. Births in Japan hit a record low last year, and the population is rapidly shrinking. For every new baby born, more than 2 people died. To fight this, new legislation will require flexible hours and remote work options for parents of young children. They're like, we have to get this together, you guys. We're having low birth rates. We're not having a lot of kids. Let's make sure that the women can go out there. They're not so stressed out. And we want them to pump out those babies, okay? I wonder what the men are saying. Like, listen, we've already been practicing enough. I'm tired. I'm just joking. No man ever says that, but he could. If he wanted to be too tired from too much love making, he could absolutely say that. But it sounds like everybody's come together and say, how are we going to make more babies? We're going to let these women only work 4 days and have a day off. I ain't mad at it. Oh, that is cool. A vintage. I love anything vintage. I love it. Had to mute that because that will get us. Yankee fans got to ride a 1917 vintage train to Yankee Stadium on open day. I bet you they enjoyed that so much. That's really cool. Oh my gosh. Oh no, a gas pipeline explodes.
Saya rasa pipeline gas. Saya rasa pipeline gas ni. Saya duk putra hai.
A massive inferno erupted in a Malaysian suburb outside Kuala Lumpur after a gas pipeline burst on Tuesday. Oh my goodness. National Oil Company Petronas said in a statement that the affected pipeline has been isolated. I'm thankful. That is so scary. That is scary. Man. Was anybody hurt? Hope not.
Years ago, somebody showed me this trick. And I've never cut it any other way since. Ginger like it's wood, because it basically is. And it's got all these little strings that run this way. So to get it nice and fine, we need to cut against that grain and cut thin slices like this. And then we're going to take this and we're going to spread them out like so.
I love ginger. I eat my ginger with my sushi.
Wrap over the top.
Oh, smack it, baby.
You really, really have to smack it. You can't just go like this. It's not going to work. You really have to hit it like it stole something.
Not like it stole something, like it was bad. Oh, goodness. Ooh.
There it is. Ready to go.
Give me some.
You agree with me that ginger is the worst? I ate it.
That's a good little hack.
Wow.
I've never seen anybody do that before.
Somebody showed me that.
That's cool.
Okay, this might be the biggest life hack I've ever come across. What if I told you that you could live in the United States in a tropical paradise in a low cost of living area and not pay any federal income tax, have an 80% lower corporate tax rate, no capital gains taxes, and no dividend taxes? There's only one place where this is possible. And if you have a remote startup or a service-based business or you trade stocks or crypto, this is the perfect place to run that business from. It's Puerto Rico. You gotta live there at least 6 months out of the year. There are some other things you need to do to qualify, but I just met this guy named Brian that picked up his family and his startup, moved from Utah to Puerto Rico, and made an additional 6 figures a year from his savings alone.
To learn more about all this, you can go to investpr.org. Invest Puerto Rico is the business attraction agency that works to bring quality jobs to Puerto Rico.
Okay, this might be the biggest life hack I've ever come across. What if I told you that you could
China Mac gets tricked into eating dog meat.
Guarantee you will like it. Is there a sauce for it or something? That's the sauce for it? It's only come with this sauce. Yeah. Let's try it. It is good without sauce. So, you like it?
You ate
like
dog.
Come on, man, you have to like it. Tell me you
I
like it.
don't like
Come
it.
on. Come on, China, man. Come on. Oh, it tastes like a little weird. What is this? Vietnamese specialty. It's meat. Vietnamese specialty. What kind of meat, though? Vietnamese specialty meat. What are you talking about? You like it? What kind of meat? What kind of meat is this? Do you want to know?
Yes, I do. I do want to know. Maybe I don't.
Seriously, do you want to know? Bro, what kind of meat is it? Guarantee you will like
It's just in his mouth.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is dog meat right here. Dog. Like, woo! Oh, come on! Yo, bro, what the fuck is this, bro?
He held it in his mouth forever. He should have already been spitting it out once he realized it was too gamey. Now, your girl likes gamey meat. I like elk. I love moose meat. I'm from Alaska. I like those things, right? Moose. We have moose meat a lot here. I don't eat elk until we go to like Washington, places like that. So meat definitely has a gamey taste to it. So as soon as he put that in there and he realized that it was not what he was used to, he probably should have spit it out. That should have been the sign. Exit out of the mouth, right? Because as the person is telling you in front of your face, like, do you want to know what's in there? Already out. Should have been in the napkin, already done. That guy. Let's see.
What's wrong? Bro, are you fucking serious, bro? I'm serious right now, bro.
I'm serious.
Look, here on the menu. All dog meat.
Oh,
dog
my
meat right
word.
Here. Yo, bro. You think this shit is fucking funny, bro? Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that, bro?
Because we're getting ratings.
You have Indian food, right?
I'm done.
This is just dog, man.
I feel betrayed.
Come on.
Bro, I'm about to slap the shit out of you, bro. I'm really about to slap the shit out of you, bro. You just tricked me to have fucking dog meat. You knew I wasn't gonna like it. That's why you ain't fucking tell me. Why the fuck would you do that, bro?
That's messed up.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know. Come on, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, bro. Well,
I feel for
So
him.
what's the etymology of mortgage in the first instance? Death grip, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is.
Mortgage means death grip in French.
Because the minute you miss a payment, when you get a mortgage, it goes straight into the insurance company that the mortgage company have.
And they want you to miss a
And
payment.
they want you to miss a payment because they don't lend you money.
You apply for a mortgage.
Listen, I don't know why. Wait, I'll keep going and then I'll let you know. My mind is already going somewhere, but I'm going to keep playing it.
They don't have the $100,000, but you come along with your block black capital signature, you sign the application, they then monetize your signature by having $100,000 worth of your value discharged against your treasury bond.
Yes.
They then lend to you.
The signature is what they want. Then they tell you, okay, you have to be a good boy and you have to be a good credit and you can borrow from me. So they lend you a piece of paper that you sign with very fine writing in the back. That's where the legalese comes in. Then you sign it, signature. They take that and they tell you the funds will be ready in 2 to 3 days to come back. The following day with the signature, they paid the $100,000. They never disclose to you that, okay, we got paid. No. They come back when you go, and the third day, they've already got their money. They say to you, okay, this is the agreement. You pay so much every month, the interest rate, all that you've already signed for. So now they put $100,000 on the computer screen for you, so you can finish your house closing. Now that $100,000 is just numbers. It is not money. There's no money pass, no cash. If you don't pay, they take the house. They don't want nothing. They want the property because the money is just paper. It has no value. So the property has value, so they take the property. Why should you have to pay for parking when you own the roads? We own it. We own everything.
So
they would write to you and said you have to pay. If you pay within a certain time, it's only half. You have to pay half of the fine.
what's your response?
My response is I don't have to pay any because I don't have a contract with you. The person that you addressed in this letter is spiritually dead and have no soul, which is your straw man.
The straw man.
Yes. And there's a fine behind this. They refused to answer, so I sent them. The following letter was a default letter. When I sent them that, 5 days later, I received a letter stating that the account is closed and I do not owe.
So what's the etymology of mortgage in the first instance? Death grip, isn't it?
So when I initially heard her describing the death grip in mortgage, I pictured in my head a bunch of lenders around like a witch's brew, as if they were all witches, just stirring the pot of all of our lives and how much money we put into the pot. And I just imagine that. I don't know why my brain even went there or why I'm even thinking of that, but that's what I thought. So I'm going to read this real quick. It says, did you know that the word mortgage comes from the old French mortgage, meaning death pledge? The term was coined because the debt dies once it's paid off or when the borrower defaults. But here's what they don't teach you. Contrary to popular belief, banks don't have money to lend you. Instead, when you sign a loan or mortgage, your signature creates the credit. The bank then monetizes your promissory note, turning it into an asset and giving you a loan against your own value, and while charging you interest on money they never actually had. And I know what you're thinking. I already know that, right? You might, you smarty pants you, but not all of you know that. And I do know that once you get into a mortgage, you can really feel like you're, writing your life away. I know people who've gotten into 30-year mortgages. You think about all of our parents back in the day when they originally bought their homes and they were 20, 30, 40. You're like, that's a really low amount. It just depends. Let's do a realistic number like in the 80s and 90s, maybe $150,000 for a home. Now, inflation, the price, the value, it's all went up. Now they have a home for about, $500,000, that same home, because the price value has went up. Then they go to the bank, they want to refinance their house. Then they go back in and we're going to take all that money out on a house that they bought, and then they can't afford to. So the bank is just trying to get their money. They're going to get their money in either way. Whether you refinance it, they're going to get their money. Whether you sign away your life, you're going to get their money. And we say we own the homes, but we don't until we own the homes. And that's just not for everybody anymore. So my whole mind just went to a bunch of witches around a brewery pot when I thought of this and the death grip. Let's keep it going.
Yes, it is.
Here's how to make sugar good for you. Grow your own sugar at home. Sugarcane grows easily from small stem cuttings poked into the ground. I got this much, about 50 stalks from just one small raised round garden bed. Juice it by firstly cutting up the stems, removing the outer skin, and squeeze the juice out with a cold press juicer. This raw juice contains plenty of nutrients such as vitamin C and calcium, which strengthens bones and teeth. And it's rich in antioxidants, helping to prevent cancer. Kind of the opposite to what refined sugar does. Having said that, you still should drink it in moderation. But there's more. You can preserve sugarcane for months or even years by simmering down the juice to make an organic sweetener for cooking. Completely pesticide and chemical free. You can even use the waste to make a rich mulch or compost, putting all that goodness back into your garden. Here's how to make sugar.
Listen, I wish I could make my own sugar, but I do not think that the weather in the area that I'm at would bode well for that type of creation. I just don't think so. And I let you guys know the other day that I'm getting more into my natural growing things or making everything from scratch. And I let you guys know the other day I made mayonnaise. I was so excited that I made mayonnaise. I'm just trying to make better food for my family. I don't want a bunch of preservatives. So I'm trying to, anything that I can make by myself, I'm trying to do that. My next thing is going to be ketchup. I know you're probably thinking, why the sauces? I love sauces. I love sauces, but we're moving into other things too. Okay. So yesterday I made my own biscuits for Biscuits and Gravy. That's right. I made my own biscuits. I was super duper proud of myself. Eventually in the future, I just want land and I want chickens and goats and farm life. That's what I want for my family. I told my husband, he knows this. So I'm trying to switch my mind over already. Now that, we live pretty normal, I want to just make as much as I can. As far as natural foods, try to have better ingredients. If I can make my own sugar, that would be phenomenal. I don't eat a lot of sugar because it gives me headaches and I crave it a lot. So I try not to eat it a lot because it gives me headaches. So there's that. Well, anyways, we made it through that. That just went by really fast, you guys. And we've been here for quite some time. You have been sitting here watching these with me. I appreciate you. Now, I want to let you know, like I said earlier, welcome if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a return customer. I appreciate you so much. We do this daily. We drop videos daily on this channel. So make sure that you subscribe so that you can see what we're doing. And like the kids say, well, no, not the kids. You can ring my bell. That's an old school song. If you know, you know. If you know that song, drop it in the comments. Who sang that song too? I'll see if you're really truthful. That's what I want to know. Anyways, until next time, peace out.